Soda talking about plans for OnlyFangs 3. Sure, we can check this out. Can I watch it in like times 1.5?
OnlyFangs and Burning Crusade, is it happening again? Okay. All right.
Potentially. It's still a bit up in the air because, as you said, TBC Hardcore hasn't been fully tested and figured out.
Yeah.
So when TBC does release, which is going to release again, like I said, I'm going to play it non-hardcore, but through the lens of, does this work in hardcore? So I'm going to try to never die.
Okay, 1.25.
And then when I do die, is this, like, can we trim this to make it to where you can survive it? Is it possible? A lot of people have done some testing on betas and whatnot and say it is. But is it also possible for non-sweats to do it?
Right.
Because Classic WoW, like OnlyFangs is supposed to be a bunch of noobs that suck and don't know what's going on. Is it possible to jump into TBC with a guiding hand to help them live and do it? It might be, it might not. I don't know. I don't know. It's all up in the air.
This is totally random.
With the right guidance and the right training, I think we can make it work. But it is definitely harder. However, we are going into like a nerfed version, so it is going to be a teeny bit easier, but I feel like a lot of people will die in like heroic dungeons. We're going to have a lot of holes on the ship. So many people are going to die. We don't even know if we're going to have a good raid team, you know. Yeah, it'll be fun though. Watching people, you know, squirm around, trying to live. Those are the fun. Those are the fun,
but
right?
What if, for some members, because you know that they don't have potentially the skills to stay at, what if instead of having to re-roll their characters when they died, they played softcore characters, and if they did die, they had to do something horrible to stay in the guild?
And you see, that is a good idea. You're damn right.
And that way they can keep playing and not lose their progress.
And these are the kind of things. I've actually, hell.
He's going to Notepad.
Sorry, TBC for a second. No, that is a great idea. When I play TBC, I'm going to be sitting in calls with, you know, Zaryu and other WoW streamers that lost the MMO Streamer Award. And we're going to talk about...
even better yet, during your interview process...
This guy's rubbing it in, man.
They're going to be one of the characters that doesn't die. They have to pick their own terrible thing, and you have to sign off on it before they join the guild. It's like they have to come up with their own, and then you have to be like, you know what, that's bad enough. Or no, it has to be worse.
Absolutely. That's an absolute play.
Yeah.
So there's Band-Aid fixes, and they could even be more entertaining. But the other question is, do we play on separate factions? Because I know Tyler 1 is going to help me lead this time. Full on from the beginning. He could run the Horde, I could run the Alliance, but now it's like you have to... Some people are going to be split from their friends. We're not going to be able to play with the people from the other faction. There's pros and cons, and I don't know exactly how we're going to do it. And again, if it's too hard, I need it to be accessible for people who just cannot work a keyboard.
Yeah.
TBC is not that complicated. It's still classic WoW. Instead of hitting Frostbolt, you hit Frostbolt and maybe an Ice Lance every now and then. That's really what your TBC
a lot
rotation
if you've never played a game like that before. There's a lot to keep track of going at the same time. So like you need that time to get used to it. That leveling process. Right. You need that leveling process, right? So
and they will have that. You still got to level 1 to 70. Still takes just as long. But again, the end game of TBC, there's a lot more things that will kill you. Classic is such an easy game that it worked perfectly for hardcore because again, 1 death is all it takes. Just 1. TBC, same thing, it's probably twice as hard. So we're gonna have 2 times as many deaths, but the same leveling, like time investment, that it was already hard enough in Classic, right?
Well,
so I don't know.
Dungeons are
when TBC
harder,
comes out,
right? A little bit harder.
Play it, and we're just gonna figure it out from there. That's the plan while playing.
So do you have to remind me, because you probably know this off the top of your head. Did they patch heroic dungeon damage at any point during Burning Crusade's launch? Did they nerf any of those heroic dungeons? Like Blood Furnace?
This is an interesting topic. Ready? I know I see suddenly crowd control will matter in dungeons. So here's what happened. I played the relaunch and we ran a heroic dungeon. In my memory, we used to sap a target, poly a target, trap a target, and like pull, right? But I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's because the players just got better or they might have like miscalculated some numbers. Tanks were just pulling everything. There was no CC going on. I was like, damn, this is very different from how I remember. Even when is it Magister's Terrence, guys? The Kel'Thas boss where the white strider drops and there's an orb that drops where you turn into a blood elf. I remember when that first came out, I was decked out on my rogue. And we had to CC everything to pull. 1 mob. Like a 4-packer at the start, right? But when I played again, nobody CC'd. The tank just pulled everything and just went like mythic raid style. Again, I don't know if it's because people are just better at the game now or if they scaled it differently. Because back in my day, again, you know, I CC'd, but we didn't have to second time playing around. So it was different. It was very different.
Or
They nerfed
something.
maybe Blood Furnace, but it's still really hard.
Yeah, it's still fucking crazy when you first hit.
I don't-
60.
Maybe it's both. I
My
don't know.
first thought when you talk about the nerfs they did, it's mainly for the raids. The raids get nerfed and made much easier because a lot of people couldn't do it. And I know this TBC coming out, it is post nerf. So all the raids are
Oh,
nerfed.
okay.
A lot of people are
That's what I
really
was
upset
getting
about
at.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people are upset that they're nerfed because they're too easy. I again I agree with them. They are too easy, but for hardcore that's perfect, right?
It is.
One wipe and everyone's dead. But dungeon wise, I don't know if there's any nerfs that went on.
I also want to say, I think it's good that they nerfed it because majority of WoW players, we're all not that good as we think. That's what I'm going to say, okay? Because even when I played like Sod or in OnlyFangs or anywhere else, there's so many people saying like, oh, I'm so good at the game. It's so easy. This dungeon's easy, that dungeon's easy, this raid is easy. And the worst players always say that. And I go like, make it easy so these guys could win, you know? Because without that, they will not win. They will not. Yeah, they
I
will
don't
not.
think they were touched. I
It's
could be
like-
so wrong.
I'm not
I think
going
it's
in
people
Shadow
distracted.
Labyrinth with anyone that's
I
new.
thought it was
Like,
rage bait. No, a lot of MMO players, they do that. They do that.
fucking touch that dungeon.
Soda,
on their own.
no, Soda's a good player. He's a good player. Not the best tank, I'll say. He let 2 healers die because he wasn't attacking. No slash dot attack. But he's really good in arena. He's good in arena.
Like,
Blood
at all.
Furnace. Blood Furnace has these bombs that these mobs place. It blows up everyone.
Yeah, fuck that shit. Yeah.
True.
So there's times where everyone just blows up out of nowhere because one person walked onto a mine.
Yeah.
You go in
Good
Karazhan,
leader.
there's the
He
flame wreath.
tries.
If
I
one
think he's
person in the
good.
group
Oh,
moves,
fuck. That's
everyone
right.
dies.
I'm being
You
a
have
little
like 10
hard
seconds.
on
You
him.
just need to not move your character. That's really hard for people.
Yeah.
You
can't
got
do anything
a
for
lot of
10 seconds.
mechanics that are kind of RNG-ish, like and I think we've already figured out some fixes for it. But there's one boss that will like vibrate the whole floor, and all your characters are just bouncing around, ping, 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 all over the place. You have no control. And at the end of the bouncy house, the boss will shatter everyone. You'll get petrified in place. You can't move. And if your character is near
Oh, God.
too many people, you take bonus damage. So if
Gruel's
you're near
gonna
4 people,
farm
you'll
us.
take 12,000. You'll get one shot.
The amount of
You had
times I
no
wiped
control
on
over your
Gruel was just a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, it's a nightmare.
There's
when I
another
was a
boss that
kid.
literally just picks. There's another boss that just sacrifices someone. That's it.
That's just good content, though. Right?
Yeah. So
Every week just
the
getting
whole mechanic
sacrificed.
is
I
it
don't know
picks a
about
random
that.
person and it sacrifices them. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of things that I'm sure we'll have to. I don't know what we do. We'll figure it out.
You almost have to play like softcore with hardcore rules, right? Like, there's a
Yeah, so
true
there's no official hardcore
server
server.
would there's just too many ways to fucking die.
It's gonna have to be through an add-on this time around.
Yeah.
There's no hardcore server. So if you die, the add-on will track it, and I'll be like, "Hey, you died. You have to G-kick. You start over."
How cool would it be if Blizzard just adds a check mark like old school RuneScape guys? Why can't they do that? That would be so cool. I don't think that's even hard to add. They already have it in the system in Classic, you know? They could totally do it if they wanted to. What do you mean a check mark? So when you create your WoW character, you could do check mark on SSF, right? Why not make like a SSF and a hardcore check? And if you want to play hardcore TBC, you could just press that check mark and play, right? Well, in OSRS, you would go to Tutorial Island and you would talk to, is it Full Extreme or Bodhi? And then you get the Iron Man or Ultimate Iron Man. Like you get like a little title, right? Yeah. Don't call it PR game. I mean, if we want to like backtrack it, like Diablo 2 had hardcore, right? So a lot of games had hardcore. And Shinzu, think of the 13th month in a row. But I bring up OSRs because I like what they did with the game, you know? There'd be issues of non-hardcore character griefing, wouldn't it? You're right, there could be. But if you're smart, you could, you know, just group up with SSFs. That's what Zarya and I try to do all the time. We just try to group up with SSFs or people we trust, right? There's no reason not to just have every character start that hasn't died yet buff that they can't lose if they die. Easy to add. While players already track death number, there's already... Yeah. You could definitely put it in. You could definitely put it in.
Right?
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Ooh.
But we could make it to where if you're that person that gets sacrificed on that boss fight, I said, well, we'll just what's the word? Make it not count. This is
You could also do
stupid.
it like a
Mulligan.
Mario
Take a
game,
mulligan.
dude. You could literally give people lives, like in Super Mario.
Yeah, I could do that
You
too.
could be like, you have
There's-
5 lives. Oh, you just lost a life. That sucks. Now you have
Yeah.
4 left.
And then you
And
have
Oh, kind of
you get
People-
fun.
one. You got to do your terrible shit if you want to stay in the guild.
No, but then you have people use lives on the gear, and that becomes your DKP.
You could do that too. You're right. So there is a charm to it being a TBC hardcore server, but there's also a lot more options with an add-on. And it's kind of an overwhelming amount of options. And
True.
I'm not sure you could do lives. For the new players, based on how bad they are, you have 4 lives. But
Have them do the quiz,
mean,
and it delves out how many
now
lives
it's
you
like
got.
the-
part of joining can be like your punishment, your lives, your skill level. Like you make them like your own little personal class.
What about veterans get like 1 life or 2 life? The new guys get like 4 life, yeah?
Right?
You're right.
Like for joining OnlyFangs.
You're right. But then the issue with that is like a viewer comes in, they're watching a new stream. I wonder how many lives this streamer has. So how many does this guy have? And there is, again, a charm to if this group dies, they're dead.
Yeah.
That's
Rather
true.
than,
So what you need to
well,
do-
this
True.
guy's going to have 3 lives left, this guy will have 2.
Ooh,
I don't know.
That's true.
You just give
So-
S
so
fan
you
like
see-
20
you
lives.
see how the
so he
gears
hits
kinda
max,
turn?
or, like,
Give SN 20 lives! Holy, he's firing! He's firing!
This is
Talk
the
to the-
gears turning and how to do this. It gets me going. It really
Hey,
does.
he didn't
It's
hear
a-
it, but I heard it, Mrs. JP. That was a good one. That was a good one, bro.
It's a lot.
Talk to Barry Carline, get an OnlyFangs Twitch app, and
That
then
was a
sync
good
that with your
one.
system so people can see in every OnlyFangs member the Twitch app.
That's
that shows
true.
Full
You should
stats,
talk with
guild,
Barry.
deaths, everything.
I want
You
him
could
to
sync it
know.
with every OnlyFangs
That was
member
a
you
good
see
one.
with this in your profile.
You're right. We could absolutely have a Twitch extension, just to show, and it's required to have that.
You're already doing
extension
all the
enabled.
tracking. You're doing all the hard work already. So it's
Mocktail's
like-
already working on an add-on.
There you go.
We could even do, again, if Tyler runs Horde and I run Alliance, we could have World PvP. And if you die in World PvP, you're not allowed to play for 10 minutes.
there you go.
Just 10-minute
There you
lockout,
go.
right? And the content, there's so many directions.
Do you have any good content?
Dude, guild high jaw fight would be crazy. No, not high jaw. Is it halal? Fuck, I forgot the name. I'm getting old, guys. In that Grand Arena, what is that middle place where you go and then you could collect these tokens and you could buy PvP items? Is it Hala? Okay, I remember then. Hala. Dude, a guild Hala would be so fun. I used to love that. Me and my brother would always form a group, go there, fight people. So fun. So fun. There's a lot of fun PvP events. There's one in Zangar Marsha as well.
Around for getting mana gems.
I love
Dude.
halal too.
Oh, it's gonna be drama again. I already
Sorry, what did he say?
directions.
Do you have any good content around for getting mana gems?
Dude,
Dude, this guy's a OnlyFangs 2 enjoyer. He knows about Ascendant. He knows about Mana Gem. This guy's been following.
oh, it's gonna be drama again. I
Wait,
already know.
is he a WoW player? I've never seen him before.
Something's gonna happen.
I was wondering the entire show if there was going to be a reference to that. The entire show. And I was looking at the clock. I'm like, we got 8 minutes left. We're actually going to make it. No.
He's a WoW player?
I
Okay.
just love that something that you had no part of
How come I haven't
became
seen
like
him
one of
in
the
WoW?
biggest like streamer memes in recent
He was in
years. I just-
OF2? Oh, was he in OF2? Shit, man, I'm bad, I guess. I didn't get to really know
Yeah,
him.
Gem.
It's just so funny that came out of OnlyFangs. I think that's only speaks
I don't know
to
if we'll
the
get another mana gem.
yeah, like
Maybe.
it's just crazy.
We get
That-
some of these W guys in here from the streamer awards or
Oh,
something.
fuck.
Imagine they played WoW. We might get some drama there. You know, who knows? Next thing. You know, I'm just reaching out to. Well, I'm not reaching out to, but everybody's welcome. I need new big hitters. I would love it.
Dude, that would be
Last time we had
honestly
Tyler, but-
insane.
Holy shit. Kai's
it's-
30-day WoW subathon with OnlyFangs.
Yeah,
Imagine.
dude.
You know,
That
I
would
don't
be
think the views would
pretty
be there. I don't think his
crazy.
viewers would like it. But God, I'd love it. I'd love it personally.
Kai's not playing World of Warcraft.
All the WoW
Yeah,
guys would love it.
I think he would get bigger numbers than he would know.
You think so?
I do. I think when
I
the,
think
when
he
the World of
would.
Warcraft community
I
finds
do
out,
think he would kind of like pop off.
I think that would explode bigger than what he did now. I do.
Yeah. Again, I'm all for it. I'd love that.
I do.
I just
Get
just
burnt
World
peanut
of
in on it.
Warcraft. Oh, burnt, I
He'd
would
probably
hope
be
so.
in 100%. Yeah, Summit would probably talk him into it. Without
Yep.
Just
question.
imagine, he's in PvP, just running, get the goop, get the goop! Just screaming on top of his lungs. Kill that guy now!
Would it be the right time to invite them for TBC OnlyFang or Classic Plus OnlyFang? Yeah, no? But if we do Classic Plus OnlyFang, we have no idea what we're about to face.
I mean, it's fun, you know.
Oh,
It's a lot of hours to put into a game. It's fun to have people care about a game on Twitch. You don't get that very often. So I'm so pumped. But we talked earlier. My gears are turning. I'm not sure exactly what direction to go. We got to figure that out, flesh it out.
Yeah.
It's
I-
just
No, I
so
mean,
many
from
options.
someone who is standing completely on the outside, just catching this and that and other thing, like that was so fun to just read about it, just read about OnlyFangs and how heartbreaking the victory, you know, the glory of victory and the agony of defeat and shit like that. Like people getting like random kills, like just you know the I remember that one story where it's like got hit twice with a enemy, and it was just a random thing that there was like a 1 in 1,000 chance to happen,
Yep.
and it just breaks your heart because you spend all those hours like leveling up to max, and then you
It's
just
like
get
one
this
out of-
random event that fucks
One
you
out of
up.
1,000 happens pretty often in the span of leveling for weeks.
Yep.
True. Yeah.
Right. So
Guys, how would you feel if you played perfectly and you build a character and you have like so many friends and you get to level 60 and you play a healer? You play a healer because there's not a lot of healer, right? And the tank forgets to attack Onyxia and you die on the first day of the raid. Like, how hurt would you be, guys? You know, what do you think? On the scale of 1 to 10, you go on a crazy journey, 1 through 60, RP the way up, ton of friends. You use a mana potion to heal more. You don't even save it for a lip like all those pussies. You use a mana potion so you can heal more, and you're on the top of the healing chart. And Onyxia goes onto the healers because the tank doesn't have /start attack, and 2 healers die. First day of the raid, doesn't even get to the MC, doesn't get to play with all the friends. Crash the F out. Sad time for sure. Instant uninstall. Yeah. That's what happened to Mudvix, guys. Goodness. Yeah.
yeah, and you got to know all the small details of everything. You know, there's mobs with Thrash. I didn't know what Thrash was my entire WoW life. I've been playing the game for 25 years, but hardcore WoW taught me what Thrash is on mobs and how it works. Essentially, when you CC a mob, if a
That's
mob has
almost
Thrash,
bad
and they're
as
not
DCing
attacking
in a tournament. Oh my.
anything, they generate stacks, and those stacks keep going higher. And when they finally
Why
get
are we
to
so
hit something,
unlucky?
all of those stacks dump, and they all count for an auto attack.
Yep.
So there's a reason.
Why are we so unlucky?
No, it has a limit. You can only go to 3, I think, stacks. But you see how mages are like CCing their mobs and not getting hit by anything, and then the mob finally gets just 1 attack off, and all of those Thrash like stacks crit. Mage gets 1 shot. What happened?
Wild.
Yeah, no,
What's
that's
going on?
that's why when they tell me to go fucking poly on General Drac, I was like, I don't want to be the mage responsible for this shit. I don't want to get
Yeah,
fucking
no
one
decoy.
tapped when some hunter doesn't slow it or something. There's
don't wanna
always a
be out of
nightmare. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I'm also worried about. I feel a lot of streamers might be scared to jump into OnlyFangs because of the mana gem fiasco, and it's
Right.
like just. Again, drama's funny, but at the same time, it's like. I'll be honest. Some people put it on themselves.
Yeah.
You can easily play WoW and do OnlyFangs. Just admit when you were wrong or whatever. You know. It's,
Yeah.
whatever.
I was
I think OnlyFangs is a great project. I want to say MMO is such a good way to see someone's true color, guys. This might sound silly, but if you want to build an empire or like a business and you're looking for good, loyal people, making them play WoW hardcore and seeing how they do things, I think that hits. Because you see people that are greedy with loot, you see people that roach out, you see people that like stay and help. You see so many things in this MMO, and you get to see their true colors, you know? So I think in a way, like, it teaches you. That's why I think I have like made a lot of good friends playing WoW or MMO in general. Because you get to see their real personality, if they're like goblinos, if they're like taking everything, or they ditch you all the time, or do they show up on time? Are they prepared? Do they show up like 10 minutes early to the raid, or are they last one in, kind of like Bean? Order Chipotle all the time and gambles. He's always late to the raid, sleeping in. We have to call him. Like, it just shows you who's lazy. You know what I mean? Yeah. MMO kind of teaches you that.
just talking to someone in my chat about that because the Managin thing came up, and they were like, "Yeah, it was really unfortunate how OnlyFangs and the whole internet dumped on Thor." And my response to them was, the Managem incident would not have been an incident. The incident was the response and the follow-up to the Managem thing. That's the incident, not what happened in OnlyFangs, not the little, like, if literally that could have ended with, "Oh shit, my fault," and no one ever would have heard of it. That would have been it. Like, the
Exactly.
issue was the response, not OnlyFangs. And don't get me wrong, there was a whole lot of internet hate, but internet hate is always garbage, and that always is should never happen. Anyone who's targeted by the internet is horrible. Yes, it's terrible. But I mean, that was a very unique situation. That was not World of Warcraft. That was not OnlyFangs. That was that was going to happen at some point for that individual, regardless of what happened in OnlyFangs.
And the thing is, the Mana Gem drama from OnlyFangs was probably by far and away the biggest, right? But easiest to handle. All
So
the other
easy.
dramas I had to handle, a lot of them had to be off camera. They were not easy. They were complicated. This person hates that person. This person did this. This person did that. But we got to keep it off stream. But I can't kick this person because now it's not off stream anymore. It was so much. I mean, it's people in general. I don't want to just say it's just streamers. But you know,
Yeah, it's just people.
because we're all streamers, of course, we've run into this person. I've got drama with that person. Managing it, I feel like a
You gotta get an HR manager.
Dude, I was not, dude. Some of those streams when you were in OnlyFangs, around the time I joined, I was lurking a lot of your streams because I was learning about Classic WoW. And dude, there were some times I would see you read or learn something that you had to deal with, and you could literally see the color drain from your face, dude. You would just you'd be like
so
having a good time, and then you look over and be like, "You did what?"
Yeah. Funnily enough, all
I'd
of
be
the
like, man,
problematic
he doesn't need that.
all the problematic people ended up as the undead. I mean, truth be told,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
all
No,
on the
you're
undead.
right.
I know. You know what's crazy? They took a personality test. All the drama farmers were just undead. Undead had drama like every week. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Of course, we had like race meetings, and the undeads would get together, and that's where all the problems really like manifested. It was always the undead. Over on the Tar is actually pretty good to their roleplay. The Tarans are over in the wheat fields. It's relaxing. It's chill. It's beautiful. You know, the trolls are doing fun sacrifices. Aemon. And then the orcs are just like, "Makara," and then the undeads are just fighting. It's not even roleplay anymore. Personally attacking
No, those guild
Yeah.
meetings or those
They're
race meetings were
actually
just screaming
personally
in the
attacking
other
each other.
aspect. It was rough.
over gear. You know,
Yeah.
it's stupid. It didn't even matter. Like, you guys are gonna die next week anyways. Why are you caring about this piece of all people? It was so
This is-
stupid.
This is
I will say, Undead's most drama came from loot. They were all just so horny for loot. If they didn't get a piece of loot, they'd be pissed. And it didn't even matter that much. It didn't even matter. And the funny part is, there were some like veterans that wanted these items. And it's like, dude, just give it to the new people and let them enjoy it. Yeah. It was insane. It was insane.
a little forward, and I don't want to give you unsolicited advice here, but going into the next OnlyFangs, I would strongly suggest that you have some kind of overriding, well-known drama banhammer, and that you let everyone know where it's just like, if you cause too much shit for me, I am going to kick you from the guild. Like,
You're absolutely right.
if you ruin
I feel like he already had that. He already said like, we'll kick you if you use the auction house. But the thing is, even when the rules are set and you get kicked, their community gets pissed at you. I forgot. There was Summit one's friend. There was a guy with like a big mustache. I think he turned off the add-on and used the auction house. On OnlyFangs 1? I forgot. There was something like that. And he got kicked, but then like, you know, his viewers are gonna start attacking everyone in OnlyFang now because they think he got kicked for no reason. But you just gotta understand, and as a streamer, you have to say, guys, I fucked up, so don't, you know, go hate on everyone, right? Because that's really your fault, because you cheated, right? So hopefully, most streamers could do that.
my good time, then everyone's not going to have a good time, and you need to go.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
focus on having a good time for you next OnlyFans. Do whatever you need to do to make sure you're having a good time. Because if you're not, no one is.
That's very true.
And it was clear. Like that was
it
the
happened.
thing. And
I would
I say,
have-
everyone
you're
was enjoying. I should say it was very entertaining watching you not have fun.
You're right.
Full disclosure. But
yeah.
it you need to. It's good for you to have fun in these games.
I had a lot of fun. It was good. But you're right. I could just have like some rule. If I could tell, I can't talk about a lot of the drama. A lot of it again is like, it's not.
It's not
anyone's-
drama. It's actual shit. Yeah, it's actual
It-
human
a lot of
being
it's
shit.
People
real
being
life
dumb.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of is I can't get too into it. It's gone now. Who cares?
Yeah. Yeah,
But I'm sure a lot of it'll resurface again. OnlyFangs 3 or whatever. How exciting. Can't wait.
Well, for what it's worth,
Hey, you, again, you were
We'll
talking.
definitely have like one big drama on OnlyFans, right? It's just bound to happen when you have so many streamers there. It's just bound to happen, right? Drama made Vey stop playing. Dude, I was actually pissed about that. I liked Vey. She was amazing at role playing. So good. Yeah, there'll probably be some dramas, 100%. Who would have thought gathering a bunch of ego streamers together? Yeah, you're right. You're right. I do think here's what it is. They're all normal human beings. Some of them are good, some of them are assholes. But you're right in the sense of like streamers and having ego. Some of them are a bit more Is this the right way to say like narcissistic, where they just get fed all the item all the time and they're going to raids wanting every single loot? Yeah, there are those. So when they don't get the loot or when they're not the main character, they will get pissed, and that's where like drama starts happening, I think. Yeah, that definitely happens. Like Guzu, no, I think Guzu's good. I will say like Guzu, Zaryu, they're good. Yeah, they do like loot, but they slash roll fairly. I'll say that. Yeah. But there are people that like shields, you know? Yeah. And there were other streamers in Classic Relaunch where they did a lot of shady stuff, man. Bad boys. A lot of bad boys. A lot of bad boys. You're talking about Pika without saying you're talking about Pika. No, I'm not saying Pika right now. I'm not saying Pika. There were these two guys that ran ZG, and they would do a MSOS. But back then, there were no websites to do the loot stuff. So they would write it on a note sheet. And what they would do is when the boss dies and their loot doesn't drop, on the other screen, they would delete what their item was and change it to something else that another boss could drop. And they would steal loot like that. And I was like, dude, it's fucked up. So, yeah, but not Pika. Not Pika. I did see Pika like stealing boxes from low level earlier, though. That was kind of mocha-ish. Yeah. Zaryu literally opens every chest for the most items. I will say he does open every chest, but if it's not an item he cannot use, like a cloth or mail or plate, he gives it to other people, right? I think. Yeah.
Earlier about how you have all these like potential.
He has auto loot on? No, he does not, guys.
Have all the tools and power to put that shit to bed before the thing even starts. Like go in with the intention of I'm not gonna deal with this shit and just don't deal with it.
Right? Yeah. Right, absolutely.
It's
this is your show, man.
It's a double-edged sword, right? Because all that stuff exists on the other side
It's
of
fun
that.
to watch for a lot of people.
So entertaining.
Without
I know
question,
that.
it's some of the best content, and it's like one of the real true times where Twitch comes together almost as a whole and exists in one place.
Which is one of the reasons there's so much drama. Is because everyone's in one, people in one place causes drama.
Yeah,
so.
but very few things do that. I mean, I would say even it goes further than like what the Streamer Awards did last night, where it gets everyone in one place.
Well, because it lasts more than just one day.
Exactly.
Right? It's a whole commitment. People are putting their own streams in the fray.
Did you guys watch the streamer? That thing was a little fried. That was fried. Yeah, that was so fried.
You're actually
their own
talking.
jobs, their own lives in a lot of ways.
Exactly.
Yeah.
People are talking, like you're grouping up and getting in Discord with these people, and you care about the game you're playing. You care about not dying. And these people, these other streamers, can screw you over completely. And it may not even be their fault. Right? It's how it is. And so it's a really fun tie. I'm very proud of it. I'm excited.
Yes.
Worried. More so, to be honest, but excited.
That's why you need to get Kai Cenat in OnlyFangs 3.
The good news is, however it works out, if you do it, it will still be successful. So it's, like, it's even if it's a giant cluster, then it's probably going to be more successful that way. It's the worst part of it, but you know, it's like, yeah, anyway, as long as you do it, you're good. Like it'll be something, and something's good. It'll be fun.
Well, something's not always good, but I appreciate it.
Maybe not for you, but we'll all enjoy watching it.
Okay. That's very true. Yeah, you might hate it, but
yeah,
not everyone will. So
yeah, success is very based on perspective.
Indeed. All right, let's call it a show. What were you going to add something, Soda?
I was just a random thing. Some amount of my message me said that China did not get Season of Discovery. That's why they got Titan Forged.
Oh,
so that's why it's China only. I just saw that DM. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that.
Makes a lot of sense, I suppose.
They did their own thing a lot too, though. Well, that was a good call. That was a good video, guys. I guess we'll end it with saying big shout outs to Soda for putting this board together, gathering all the streamers and handling all the drama and creating all the content like tribute chests and whatnot. Of course, he has like Vopes and like all these mods helping, but still, him putting it together and doing all of that, awesome. And I'm glad he won the award show. I think he deserved it. He put up something big for OnlyFangs, and he's a good guy. I know he seems like an asshole, but he just loves talking like that. He's just messing around half the time. I DM'd him when I saw him won. I was like, bro, you look so fucking fried. And he was like, yeah, I was so fried. Yeah, he looked so fried in that. He probably got stoned or something.